Hey guys, welcome back to my living room. Today we're going to talk about the biggest mistake people make when they're starting fat loss diets. So, earlier this week on Facebook, I had asked if you guys had training questions, and none of you asked questions. I was very, very disappointed. I wept myself to sleep for several nights. You can ask my roommate. It was disturbing stuff. Uh, Anyway, so something a timely topic this time of year. It's about the first week of April, and a lot of people are starting to think about beach season, starting to think about getting in shape, just to be more active outdoors, things like that. So even if you aren't like a vanity driven individual like myself, you might be looking to get in shape just because you want to go out, do some hiking, play with your kids, things like that. So, blanked on what I was saying. Okay, one take show, guys. If you guys haven't noticed that, there's a lot of mistakes in this. I think we had my dog barking, him fighting with someone else. That one we had me running from the cops, in which I think YouTube took that down because there were some legal issues. Yeah, it was quite a scene. Anyway, so most people when they're starting a fat loss diet, they'll pretty much like throw every. It's also Easter season. I'm going to use an egg analogy. They'll throw every egg into the basket and try and just run along with it, and that doesn't work. If you try to start 15 habits at once, uh, you're gonna maybe be able to keep it up for a week or two, but then you're just gonna get crushed under the weight of trying to maintain all of these new behaviors. So, what I recommend to my clients, whether they realize it or not, so those of you guys who are my clients, here's a little bit of the secrets that I keep from you guys as to why you do what you do. Uh, so when you're starting out, you want to focus on. There's only 3 or 4 things that are really going to make the biggest difference, and everything else on top of that is really sort of minor details that they'll help, but they aren't that important. So number one thing when I'm looking at fat loss is calorie intake, protein intake, and activity. I'm going to assume that you're going to become more active. Almost everyone knows you have to increase activity to lose fat. You don't have to, but it's practical. So let's focus on the first two. So if you are someone who has never attempted to lose weight before, or doesn't really have, I shouldn't say never attempted to lose weight. If you're someone who doesn't really have a dietary regimen right now, the most important thing you can start doing to lose fat today would be to spend 1 to 2 weeks tracking your food using an app like MyFitnessPal, or if you really want to go old school with it, just carry around a notepad and look at nutrition facts on your food. Works pretty well. A great example of why this works. So I just made a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for my lunch dessert. Yeah, I have dessert at every meal. Uh, some sort of strange vibrating coming from the phone. Oh my god. Okay. So anyway, but back to my peanut butter and jelly story. So let's look at, if you don't track what you're eating whatsoever, you can make a peanut butter and jelly very easily that has 800 or 900 calories in it. And if you're a like 130-pound woman, that's probably about half of your calorie intake for a day. And you don't even realize this. So just by measuring your food and tracking what you're eating, it's an invaluable skill that you're going to have for the rest of your life. Uh, yeah, I really now they're text messaging on the computer. You guys have Apple products that they link your messages to the corner. All right, let me not get sidetracked. I got Tyson in the background here. Look at this. It's mayhem. It's creepy, yeah? Okay. I'm going to stay on topic. This is my new thing, staying on topic during these videos. So, start tracking what you're eating. I guarantee you'll find some surprises, and I'm sure it'll clear up your diet a little bit, and you should notice a significant difference pretty quickly. Number 2 is, if that seems like too much micromanaging, the other thing you can do is just track your protein intake. Most people wildly undereat protein, and what that leads to is one, they have trouble retaining or gaining muscle mass, which obviously is your metabolism. Two, it also is the most expensive food to eat, so it takes the most energy for you to digest and assimilate protein into your body. So for every gram of protein you eat, you lose about a quarter to a third of the calories that it provides just from digestion. Whereas with fat, it's almost non-existent. So if you had someone eating 2,000 calories of straight protein, just ridiculous examples, 2,000 calories of straight protein, they'd really only be getting about 1,500 calories worth of energy, give or take. And then same exact person eating the 2,000 calorie. I got street cleaners out here. Hold on 1 second. All right, so I know I said I wouldn't get distracted, but one thing, if you're watching this in Baltimore or anywhere else in the country, yeah, ever since I moved to California, they sweep the streets like twice a day. It's insane. I really don't get it. I guess there's a lot of dust out here. Who knows? Anyway, back in action here. So, where were we? Talking about fat and protein, right? Yeah, so 2,000 calories from protein, you're only getting about 1,500 usable calories for energy. From fat, you're getting almost all of it. So that right there makes a pretty big difference. So number one, if you can, track all your food for a couple weeks, see where you are. I bet you'll be surprised. I bet it'll help you get on track. Number two, if you are looking to make it a little bit less intensive, just track protein intake and aim for somewhere in like the 3/4 to a gram or so of protein per pound of body weight. And I guarantee you, just by the fullness effect of it, so if anyone's ever eaten that much protein, you know you don't have much room left for other stuff. So it tends to, by default, lead to people eating in calorie deficits that are going to be conducive to their weight loss. So if you have questions, post them below or on the side or above or somewhere. I don't know what medium I'm going to post this on, so I don't know where the comment boxes would be. But if you have any questions on setting up your fat loss diet, let me know, and I'd be glad to help. That's why I record these videos, guys. These videos, guy. I don't get paid. Tyson pays me occasionally in treats. Obviously, I don't really make any money off these videos. It's not really the intention. It's just to provide value for people. I remember when I was a young guy, looking to pack on some muscles for the ladies, which did not pan out well for me. I had so much bad advice available to me that I just spun my wheels for a couple of years. It was pretty unpleasant. And that's why I record these videos. I just want to give you guys some valuable information that you can actually put to work. So if you have questions, I would love to help. So you can post them here, or if you're uncomfortable, you go ahead and just send me an email. It's nwjones915@gmail.com. I'd be glad to help whether I know you or not. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching.